History will be made at the World Cup this year, as all coaches that will be coaching African teams, all 5 African teams, are all African. Quite an interesting start. It will be the first time that is happening. Otoado, Aliou Cisse, and the likes will be in the dugout for Ghana and Senegal. The rest are all locally based, and they are all of African descent. Great start there at the World Cup. Talking about the World Cup, would like to be there, and you can support us to get there by purchasing our merch. Links are in the description. It's our football merch. Let's get right into today's stories. Today we're going to talk about Kudus Mohammed a little bit once again. He's getting all the plaudits, all the attention. Amazing performances is giving him much needed recognition after a start to the season which probably was not the best for him after succeeding in preseason. Kudus is being hailed, and coach Jurgen Klopp has described his goal as incredible despite it ending in a loss. We're also going to talk about another player who shone on the night, Jeremie Frimpong. Yes, a lot of you are asking about him. Well, Jeremie Frimpong can play for Ghana. We'll be looking at his profile, some snippets of his action, as last night he was integral in his Bayer Leverkusen side ousting Atletico Madrid. We'll also talk about Joseph Paintsil and his new deal that will see him stay at Genk until 2026. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So let's jump right into it, and we'll talk briefly about Kudus Mohammed and jump onto Jeremie Frimpong. His goal last night was described by Jurgen Klopp as an incredible strike. Ajax unfortunately could not get all 3 points. They succumbed to that loss late on after Kudus was subbed off for Brian Brobe. A lapse in concentration at the back saw Joel Matip head the ball into the back of the net. By describing the goal at a post-match press conference, a coach of Liverpool described that goal as incredible. His side needed this win and they got it. It will serve as some reprieve for the German man who has been looking to find a way to get back to winning ways following that Napoli defeat. Kudus Mohammed and the plaudits of all and sundry in the social media talking about how the Ghanaian is living his dream. Thierry Henry described him as the guy who is living his dream right out of Right to Dream Academy. The Right to Dream Academy graduate living his dream. Quite an interesting take there. But Kudus is amazing. Should Ghana consider playing him as a false nine, as a striker? Well, I would still want him to play just behind the striker, and probably they could be interchanging, because I think with the Semenyo and Iñaki Williams, we have some firepower there that could cause a bit of issue for those we'll be facing. Starting off from Brazil in that international friendly. Talking about that international friendly, the players that could be playing, we have another player on the cards who came to our attention last night. Well, he has been on the radar for a while, but last night he was integral for his club side Bayer Leverkusen, getting all 3 points. His 2 assists got them the 2 goals they needed to overcome Atletico Madrid 2-0. His name is Jeremie Frimpong, and if you are not aware, Jeremie Frimpong is a Ghanaian, and he can play for 3 countries actually: Ghana, England, and the Netherlands. He's actually played for the Dutch youth sides in the past. He was born on 10 December 2000, at 21 years of age. He plays as a right back and as a right wing back. Let's look at his profile here, and he joined Manchester City at the age of 9 and progressed through the club's youth ranks with regular appearances in the Premier League 2 and the UEFA Youth League. Now, on September 2nd, he joined Celtic 2019. He signed a 4-year deal with Celtic. Later that month, he made his professional debut against Patrick Thistle in the Scottish League Cup quarterfinals. He made an immediate impact, winning the Man of the Match award on his debut and going on to become a regular in the first team. His speed and skill was highlighted by the media and made him popular with Celtic fans. In October 27th, Frimpong scored in a 4-0 win against Aberdeen, his first professional goal. He won his first career honour in 8th December 2019 when Celtic defeated Rangers 1-0 at the Scottish League Cup final. He was described by Celtic manager Neil Lennon as outstanding and arguably our best outfield player in the first half. Although he was sent off early in the second half for a foul in the penalty box. In June 2020, Frimpong was voted Celtic's Young Player of the Year of the season for the 2019-2020 season by the club's supporters. On 27 January 2021, Frimpong signed for Bayer Leverkusen for an undisclosed fee on a 4.5-year deal. And now Leverkusen man can't play for Netherlands. Frimpong is of Ghanaian descent as well on his mother's side. His family moved to England when he was 7 years old. As such, he is eligible to play for Netherlands, Ghana, and England. Frimpong has represented the Netherlands at the under-19 international level and made his international debut against Armenia under-19 in November 2018. In November 2019, he made his under-20 debut as well. So a brief profile of Jeremie Frimpong. He is eligible to play for Ghana. Yes, at right back, right wing back, sort of like the Tariq Lamptey role. We've gotten Tariq Lamptey now. Dennis Odoi is in his mid to late 30s. He could be brought in, but we have Leroy Owusu as well, who could probably also come in. But Jeremie Frimpong is a viable option. Hudson Odoi also was on show last night for Bayer Leverkusen. It was great to see Jeremie Frimpong also in there. This is a brief profile of him. Let me know what you think about the young man. I know you guys were happy with his performance, 2 assists, integral, but is he a viable option? Should the FA be pushing for him to play for Ghana? Let me know what you think in the comments box on Jeremie Frimpong. My next story has to do with Joseph Paintsil, a player who missed out on a call-up into the national team. He has signed a new deal with Genk that will see him stay there until 2026. The club announced on their official website. Informed Genk winger has extended his contract until 2026 following an explosive start to life in the Belgian Jupiler League. The 24-year-old's current deal was set to expire in 2023, but has now extended his spell with the Smurfs, which began when he joined from Ferencvaros in 2018. The Ghana international was a key member of the team since he made a switch from Ghanaian outfit Tema Youth. Paintsil is enjoying a fabulous campaign so far. He scored 4 goals and provided an assist. The wide man has been rewarded with an improved contract as he pens a 3-year extension. The Ghana international has marked his 100th game for Genk and has been overlooked, unfortunately, for that friendly versus Brazil and Nicaragua. Hopefully he does get a late call-up. It's on the card because some players are aged. He's currently in fire in the league. We are therefore proud to associate Joseph with our club for a longer period of time and wish him every success. Part of the club statement said. So hoping that he'll be in Qatar 2022 for the World Cup. We'll see what happens on that front. I'll end with a story of Yaw Annor switching nationalities to play for Togo. The Ghana Premier League top goal scorer last season, former Ashanti Gold and Ghana Premier League top scorer Annor has been invited by the Sparrow Hawks of Togo head coach Paulo Duarte for their 2 international friendlies against Ivory Coast and Equatorial Guinea. Togo will tackle Ivory Coast on September 24th in Paris, France, before taking on Equatorial Guinea 3 days later in Morocco capital Casablanca. 24-year-old is eligible to represent the West African country through his mother, who is a full Togolese. Annor was instrumental in the Ghana top flight last season, finishing as the highest goal scorer. So one player has left the Ghana national team, possibly could have been in the Black Stars. Yaw Annor, he's a Togolese player now. Quite interesting. So that has been it for today. Yaw Annor's national team switch. Kudus ending the Plaudits. A brief profile of Jeremie Frimpong and a new deal for Joseph Paintsil. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box on everything. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the week.